survive in this league without her and her guiding me.
Okay, what do you what did you learn from her? What was she helping you with?
She was always telling me to be patient. I pretty much say everything,
Okay.
like the pick and rolls, the eyes, and like the post. But like I feel like the post was a lot because sore and stuff like that, and even the coach was telling me I need to put on some more weight, and that was my main focus my rookie year, just putting on weight. And I did. After practice, I did.
Yeah.
But after that, I was still getting into the weight room. I'm like, no, I'm not about to be banged up. And
Natasha Howard's comments about Caitlin Clark sparked chaos on X, dividing fans and analysts alike. But here's the kicker. Was her statement really controversial? Or are people twisting her words? Stay tuned as we unpack the actual interview and the reactions that followed. You won't believe what's been blown out of proportion here. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Natasha Howard sat down for an interview recently, and it didn't take long for one specific comment to dominate the conversation. When asked about Caitlin Clark's impact on the Indiana Fever, Howard referred to her as a little sister. Now, at first glance, that might sound innocent, maybe even supportive. But the way fans and analysts interpreted it, that's where things took a turn.
absolutely, I did. I used my quickness, my versatility, the way how I play, and also, guarding bigger post players than me, I use my quickness. And just when it's getting close to playoff time, that's when your minutes start shrinking. So she was just telling me to stay patient, your time gonna come. I pretty much say everything, like the pick and rolls, the eyes, and like the post. But like I feel like the post was a lot because like in the post you had a handful. I had a handful every night. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Critics argued calling the rookie a little sister minimized her value, suggesting she wasn't ready to be a pivotal figure for the team. Then came the backlash, and it wasn't just casual fans chiming in. Analyst Chelsea Page added fuel to the fire, pointing out Clark's body language during previous games, saying it sometimes hinted at frustration or immaturity. Combine that with the little sister comment, and suddenly people claimed Howard was subtly comparing Clark to a younger, unproven player, someone not quite on the same competitive level. What really sent social media into overdrive, though, was when Howard said, "Caitlin doesn't have to carry the same weight she did in Iowa." To some, this sounded like a slight, as if Clark's new role isn't as demanding or central as it was in college. But let's take a step back. Sportskeeda and Marca both suggest a far less dramatic interpretation. Howard, after all, is the team's veteran leader. By guiding players like Clark and easing their transition into the WNBA, she's doing exactly what veterans are supposed to do. Remember when Sabrina Ionescu had all eyes on her during her rookie season? The adjustment wasn't easy, and even she needed time to step into her role. Clark's situation isn't that different. Transitioning from a college program that revolves around you to a professional league with far more complex dynamics is a challenge for almost any young star. The truth is, Howard's role isn't to undercut Clark. It's to support her while ensuring the whole team succeeds. This is about mentorship and teamwork, which have always been crucial to team dynamics. So, is this drama real? Or just another example of the media hyping things up?
I did. After practice, I did.
Yeah.
But after that, I was still getting into the weight room. I'm like, no, I'm not about to be banged up. And I did. It took me a couple weeks to get my foot stable in this lead. And ever since then, like that just stuck with me through my whole career. And look what happened. I'm starting now. I'm, a whole bunch of stuff that's been happening to me. Surviving this league without her and her guiding me.
Okay, what do you what did you learn from her? What was she helping you with?
She was always telling me to be patient.
Let's dig a little deeper. Why do stories like this take on a life of their own? Let's face it, social media thrives on drama. One quote gets clipped out of context, someone tweets their take, and before you know it, it's a full-blown narrative. That's exactly what's happening here. The little sister comment? Some called it dismissive, others saw it as endearing. Then Chelsea Page doubled down with her critique of Caitlin Clark's body language, saying it shows cracks in her maturity. But does it really? Now you've got two opposing sides. Those defending a rookie phenom and those accusing her of showing signs of struggle as she adjusts to the WNBA. It doesn't help that players like Clark come into the league with a mountain of expectations. Richard Jefferson recently called her a potential game changer for the WNBA, putting her in a category usually reserved for legends before she's played a full season. That kind of hype raises eyebrows, but also raises pressure. And according to a Yahoo Sports report, during a recent game, Clark was visibly frustrated after missing a crucial shot late in the fourth quarter, which some took as proof that she's feeling the weight of those expectations. Marca also ran a feature breaking down how Clark's shift from college to the pros is about more than just learning plays. It's about becoming a cohesive part of a team where she's no longer the center of every decision. Honestly, Caitlin Clark isn't the first player to face this type of narrative whirlwind. Think about all-time greats like Diana Taurasi or even modern stars like Aja Wilson. Both had moments of doubt and criticism early in their careers, especially when the media latched onto any moment of vulnerability. So when we ask why this story blew up, it's simple. The media loves high-profile rookies.
Okay.
Patience is the key because, I started, 15 games, and afterwards, as a rookie, it's, and also just being prepared if I have to go into a game and play against Sylvia Fowles, Brunson, them like that. So I have to make sure I had great post players in the league at the time when I came in. So it's like you had a handful, sore and stuff like that, and even the coach was telling me I need to put on some more weight, and that was my main focus my rookie year, just putting on weight. But overall, just having Tamika being there, to being that vet for me, and having me under her wing and just guiding me through the season, I probably wouldn't be able to.
The bigger their college success, the harsher the spotlight. Even Cooper Flagg's recent Mount Rushmore comparison has some fans saying we're asking too much of young stars too soon. At the core, though, this isn't about drama. This is about a team finding its rhythm. Natasha Howard's mentor-like approach could be the start of building something big for the Fever. But are we so caught up in the noise that we're missing what really matters? The Natasha Howard-Caitlin Clark story? It's not about conflict. It's about what it really takes to thrive under pressure. Caitlin Clark is stepping into some of the toughest expectations any rookie has faced, while Natasha Howard is doing what veterans do, guiding and supporting. This isn't the flashy narrative some are chasing. It's about learning, adapting, and growing as a team. Think about it. Are we too quick to focus on what divides players instead of what connects them? Clark's first season could be a game changer, not just for her, but for the Fever's future. The real story has just begun.